What is going on, family? So, as you guys can hear, my voice is pretty much, to a sense, gone. It's been gone for the last couple of days. It's making its way back. Um, so I've been wanting to get on here, and I got my phone in front of me, of course, making sure everything is looking right. But I've been wanting to get on here and just just get back rolling, and something's been pulling me, and I know that something that's been pulling me it's not the fact of like me just loving the fact of creating. It's more, I feel like it's the fact of God pulling me back to something that he knew, that secretly, even though it was time consuming and it caused, some extra work on behind the scenes, but it was something that I enjoyed. And that was dabbling in the Bible and just reading it. And whether I'm reading it to the fact of connecting with someone, just reading it to connect with myself. And lately I just been on this spiral, man, of just allowing myself to, I guess you could say, allow myself to isolate again. And I'm not really proud of this, of the fact of like allowing myself to isolate myself from friends and from people that love me and care and want to see me win. What's so crazy is a lot of people, I feel like they don't really, how can I explain it? It's like, a lot of people probably do speak about it, but a lot of people probably don't go in the depths of understanding the fact of like, whenever we fail as humans or as fathers and as people in general, a lot of us, I feel like, stay in that cycle, right? We stay in the loop of right here. I failed. I got an opportunity here to get out. I don't quite trust myself. So let's just keep going. Oh, I got an opportunity to I don't know if that's going to work. So let's just keep going. Oh, sorry. So we keep going in this circle of like basically of not accepting the fact of believing. Sorry if my nose is running too. Like I said, a little sick, but I met with some good friends recently. We sat down and we talked, and we're in the mix of starting something up, as a team, and it's amazing to have these two individuals in my life, because they're in a situation too where they're trying to figure it out, but they figured a lot more out than I have, so as they proceed in their life and excel, it's like they don't have a rope tied to me because they're not pulling me, because they're not giving away the value, not giving away the fact of like doing the hard work yourself, but they are tugging at me, letting me know that there's a huge potential within me. And I strongly feel like God's gave me a very, 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 very huge advantage of some of the things that I can do in life. He's also gave me a huge vision of see certain things that I keep seeing. I keep seeing them, and I keep landing back on them. I keep going back to them. And the thing about it is like, like for instance, I don't even know if this is the proper way to, success. I don't even know if this is the proper way to like actually speak on these things. But it's like, whenever there's an addiction that keeps pulling you, it keeps pulling you back, because there's some type of feeling or emotion that either that crumbles to where you don't feel it, or either that ignites to where you feel it and you enjoy that, right? So it's like, to a sense, that's kind of like the pull I feel like I'm getting back to these certain things that I enjoy doing when it comes to creating the content, when it comes to speaking, when it comes to making videos like this, because I dream and having a vision of like connecting with people, So to really touch base on what I was making this video for or about was accepting my failures, accepting myself, and accepting my circumstances where I stand, and understanding that if I want out of these things, the discipline it requires is hidden underneath the vision that I'm trying to get to. So it's going to require a lot of discipline to fulfill these things that I see. Of course, discipline's a lot of things I feel like a lot of us lack, and I'm not trying to veer off the topic too much, but when I sit here and I speak about certain things and I try to talk about certain things, one thing that gets me the most is I felt like I've isolated myself away. Man, I keep hitting this. I felt like I isolated myself away from certain things that I'm doing in life and not accepting. For example, like I feel like I have a strong ability. To connect with people. Emotionally. I was speaking with a coworker a while back, and when I was speaking with him, I don't even know how to put it, but it's like this right here. I'm truly just gonna lay it all down. So I got back in the barrier, isolated myself because I also have been there. I dabbled back into like the whole smoking and stuff like that, thinking that that's going to cure or going to help the problem. When realistically, I feel like it just isolates the problem, isolates the emotion, isolates anything that has to do with it. So don't have to deal with it. Me not having to deal with it, is that going to be the solution that's going to solve it? No. Anything that we step up against in life, there's never a way to isolate it and forget about it and then have the gratitude of overcoming it. You truly have to go over it. You truly have to climb over the wall. You have no rope to pull on, then you have to use a little bit of this. Hopefully it's brick. You have to figure out a way to get over it, because if you don't ever get over it, the thing about it is that wall is always going to be there. And you can always change direction. Go straight towards the wall. You can always change direction. And the thing about it is, though, it's like whether you go left, whether you go right, whether you go back, which is probably the biggest mistake ever, that wall is still going to stand there. And I feel as if we try to avoid it, the wall gets taller and taller and taller. But also, maybe the wall makes its way towards us to where we're actually about to get back towards the wall when there's nothing we can do but try to overcome it. So as I sit here and I dabble in these things like the smoking, that makes me try to supposedly forget about the situation or calm the thoughts and everything that's going on in my head. It also puts me in prison. It imprisons me because it stops me in my tracks. It stops me speaking about what I want to do, making movement on what I want to do. It just stops my productivity. And I'm coming to a point now where it's I can't allow myself to do this anymore. I can't sit here and keep allowing myself. It's I overcame it, I beat it, and then I go back in. And I overcome it, I beat it, and then I go back in. And I overcome it, and I beat it, and I go back in. And it's just been back and forth. And then it gets to a point that I pray, and I'm praying with God through these things and trying to understand that this isn't benefiting me. It's only taken away from me. And that's why I have to make an initiative, to put this video out as well as to stand on business and to stand on my vision and to stand on my beliefs and believe in myself and put this stuff behind me. Let these things that have these strongholds go and just allow God to have a stronghold on me. I've prayed and I prayed so many times, and I feel like he is truly just on me nonstop, trying to show me the way and try to provide the way, trying to show me what it is I need to do. But one thing I'm realizing is he can speak to me, he can speak to my heart, he can show me certain things. But if I don't sit here and make this movement or try to put feet on my prayers, like I was once told, then nothing's going to come from it. So this is me putting a video out here speaking about certain situations and certain things that I have allowed myself to fall into, and I don't like allowing myself to fall into these situations, There's a lot of things that I have that I want to build. And I think that is what the content side needs to endure or needs to show. Show you guys when I'm out in the field, show you guys, times like this, show you guys everything. Because in reality, sitting at 39, I still don't have it figured out, and I figured I would by now. I truly figured I would. But I don't. Not even the slightest bit. But one thing I do got figured out is the fact of all the things that we want in life, they can be gave to us with things attached that you're probably not going to want. But the hard work and the hard earned things that you attack and that you do want that aren't gave to you, those are the ones that are the trophies. Those are the ones that just bring life back into yourself, back into your heart. I feel like because you earned it, you did it. And even though I know things are not, always going to be gave to us easy, it's going to be hard. There's so many things I feel like I can't explain right now that I endure or that I witness, that I'm trying to understand and that I want to understand, that I know dabbling in certain things is not going to ignite the fact of me understanding. It's going to decrease the chances. So, this is me putting this out here because I want to take initiative within myself. And I don't want to allow my dreams and my vision to pass. And I want to share, what God is doing in the mix of all this. What he's, how he's moving me, what he's telling me to do. I want to just share my all around lifestyle, all around from the work, from certain things that go on, from certain things that I deal with, certain things that just whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just yapping a little bit here and there, but I've just been wanting to put this video out really for accountability, because I think whenever I put something out, regardless if it's one person that sees it, something about putting myself out there in front of people, it makes me hold myself accountable even more. So for what it's worth, that's what we're going to stand on. That's what we're going to do. And, this will be day one of no smoking. Of course, if I slip, maybe we should speak about slipping. But this will be day one. This will also be day one of trying to get back to the content creation as my voice makes its way back, I guess you can say. Getting back to the content creation, talking more about, the Bible and different things like that, and just doing my part. So I think what I'm possibly going to do, because with my job, I'm in and out of town. Monday through Friday, Monday, I drive down to Lake Havasu. I'm in Arizona, and then I drive up to California, and then I stay there, and then so it's going to be a juggle trying to make these things work, because I'll have to literally, I'll just have to make sure I make do. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there, but that's like, I feel like I just have to, I have to make sure that, just make sure I just keep pushing this stuff and keep putting it out there, if I'm wanting to build a community, I just need to stay forth with it. And, my all-turn vision has a few things in store, and I'll probably start speaking about a few of these things, because who's to say that I don't connect with someone on here that is going to help me push myself to a certain standpoint, or, allow myself to gravitate, I guess you could say, to this certain vision that I see, because, the internet is very, very powerful. Very powerful. How we can get in front of millions of people. I don't know if it's by luck, but I pray. So realistically, I feel like mine's by the grace of God. It ain't by luck. You know what I'm saying? I pray over the videos, that these videos reach and touch who they should. So, enough of me like rambling. I just wanted to put this video out there just to start sharing videos and making videos and getting back to the gist of everything, but also speak to you guys about certain things that have been going on behind closed doors, I guess you could say, with self, and just truly just wanting to hammer down, I guess you could say, on this vision, and hammer down on these dreams, and truly just give it my all and keep pushing, of course, but not let up and not stop until it is fulfilled, and to push through all things that try to stop us, including ourselves, because we can be our strongest critic, I guess you could say, or however you want to put it sometimes. But don't allow yourself to stop you from your dreams, your vision, because sometimes we can do that and not even notice that we are doing it. And that's what I'm noticing right now, that I'm the one stopping my next steps, my next gig, my next session, all these things. I'm the one stopping it right now, because I'm trying to find comfort in something that is not bringing comfort. It's not bringing growth. It's not bringing gratification. It's not bringing anything. It's not even bringing comfort, because I'm at a point now where it's just like, it's not even, man, I must be sweating. It's not even comfortable anymore. That's the thing. It truly isn't. It's not comfortable. It brought comfort to a point where it belittled me. I guess you could say it made me like, it got me to a point where it's like I started realizing, like, okay, what am I doing? And that's where I'm at now. So that's why I want to put this out there. I want to get it back rolling, get it back going, and I want to, 2026 to be the correction, by the grace of God, the correction in my life to all the things that were incorrect in my life. In my life. In 2025, and so on when it comes to the past. So, this video right here, realistically, is for whoever needs to see it, but realistically, it's for me, because one day I'm gonna go back to it and realize I'm glad that I made it. I'm glad that I posted it, because it brought forth exactly what I envisioned. And I'm no longer sitting in this pool of wants, dreams, and visions. I'm actually living in it now. And that soon will come, by the grace of God, and by me understanding his will for me, understanding what he wants me to do, how he wants me to do it, where he wants me to go, who he wants me to talk to, who he wants me to connect with, who he wants me to build with. But it all truly starts within yourself. So like I said, for what it's worth, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you seeing this video. You know, and if I could say anything, throw some prayers up, because we back, but we want to stay consistent, and we want to stay grounded with God and God's will for us. We want to fulfill our purpose that he has for us, and we will. So definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. Definitely appreciate you trying to hear me listen. Hopefully you're able to hear me good enough, and love you guys. Thank you again. And this is day 1. And you know what's so crazy is I want to label this as SLC day 1, and I'm gonna get to what that is, and I think I spoke about it before, so I'm trying to debate if I want to do that. Maybe I will. This is just day 1 in general, to get back to Tremaine, to get back to the drive, the vision, the push, the motivation. The hard times, they're going to continue to keep coming. The only time they'll ever win is when we allow them to win by stopping. When you stop and you quit, that's whenever you allow them to win. You're always in control of that, and I hope you always know that. Tremaine. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, man, whenever I put it out, it's like I put it out to connect with people, try possibly to build a community, you know what I'm saying? And, make friends, bro. And that's what it's truly about. But realistically, it's like in the long run, I feel like this video and all these videos, they've always been for myself to see it, So for what it's worth, guys, I definitely, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This is just a video for me throwing it out there. Like I said, day 1. We're going to keep pushing, try to make this work, not letting it up. But yeah, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Thank you again for tuning in. And, we out as always. You already know what it is. It's peace. It's love. It's happiness. Big faith.